Hey kids, what's up? How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing really great. Okay, so I want to know what is the topic that we have started discussing in the previous videos. So we all have started discussing Panchayati Raj, that is the local government of rural areas. Okay, and we have already studied a lot of topics about the Panchayati Raj, right? So what all did we discuss? We have discussed why is it important, from when is it existing, when it have ended and when it have restarted, and what makes it small, essential and important. Okay, and we have seen what is the working of the Panchayati Raj, as it is divided into three levels. At village level, gram or village panchayat. At block level, it is block Samiti or Panchayat Samiti, and at the district level, it is the Zilla Parishad. And in the last video, that is our second module, we have learned about the village panchayat in detail. As we have seen, this village panchayat is in turn divided into three. First is Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat, and the Nyaya Panchayat. And we have seen who are the members of Gram Sabha. Who are they? All the adults of the villages under that are the members of the Gram Sabha. And when we say adults, they are the people who are above 18 and they have the right to vote. Okay. So next, coming to Gram Panchayat, they are elected by the Gram Sabha members. So we will be having the ward members, also called as Panch, and Sarpanch is the head. Okay, so Sarpanch is also called as Pradhan and as well as Panchayat President. Okay, and we have also seen there will be a secretary who is appointed by the government. And coming finally to the Nyaya Panchayat or the village court. So it gives the decisions on the small issues which is happening in the villages. Okay, and what else can it do? It can just impose fines on the people if they are found wrong. Okay, if they have done something wrong, they will be imposed fines, and the Nyaya Panchayat does not have any right to send anybody to the jail. Okay, and along with this, we have seen a case study of a village. What was that village? Hardas village, right? Yes, so we have seen how a Gram Sabha meeting was going on and what were the topics that were being discussed. So things what were discussed in that meeting were about the repairing of the road. They have discussed and they found out the solution for the problem, and they have taken a final decision and they will start working on it. Second was the facing the problem of the water. Okay, as the water shortage was happening in the village, and most of their wells and hand pumps were drying up. So this was the second problem. And third was the BPL list, that is below poverty line list. Okay, so in that we have seen that how few people who are very close to one of the funds, they are misusing their powers and money. Okay, so which is not at all correct, students. And on the other side, a person who is very much in need of those things is not able to access. Okay, so he was Om Prakash, and later with the president's or Sarpanch instruction, his name was also included in the list. Okay, so these were the three things that were discussed in the Gram Sabha meeting. So out of which two things were almost settled. The only thing which was not settled was the watershed development project. So as the water levels were continuously going down, there were few suggestions coming from the Gram Sabha members as well as the Gram Panchayat members. Okay, so they were like they have to deepen the well and the hand pumps, they have to clean the wells, and last was the watershed development project. Okay, so now as we have told that we will be discussing about it in this video. So what they have done, they have discussed about it among themselves, the Sarpanch and the ward members, what should be done. Okay, so as they have got money from the government, they have decided to clean up the wells and deepen the wells for the time being. Okay, and they already they know it that in the next meeting all the Gram Sabha members, all the villagers will definitely ask them about the permanent solution, which was possible only through the watershed development. So they were giving a thought whether will it be useful or not, will it make any difference in our village or not. So lot of discussion happened and they came to a conclusion. They have taken a decision that they will go to the block development officer and they will take more information regarding this. Okay, so this was the final conclusion which they have taken out for the water problem in the village. Okay, so as with this we have completed the complete discussion about the Gram Panchayat. So that was the basic or the third level. Now we will further discuss about the other two levels, that is nothing but block or Panchayat Samiti and the Zilla Parishad. Okay. So students, now we will be discussing about the second level or the middle rung of the Panchayati Raj, that is nothing but Block Samiti or the Panchayat Samiti. As we have already discussed, in under one block it will be having 10 to 20 villages. So a group of 10 to 20 villages will make one block Samiti. Okay, and the members of the Panchayat Samiti are elected by the Sarpanch of all the villages of that block. That means how many ever village panchayats are there, all the Sarpanch together will elect the members of the Panchayat Samiti of that block. Okay, so who else are the members? Who all are the members of the Panchayat Samiti? Let's see. So members of the Legislative Assembly, that means MLAs, and members of Legislative Council, MLCs, members of Parliament, MPs from that block are also members of the Panchayat Samiti. Compulsory it is, they should have representatives from SC and STs, that is nothing but scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. And as we have discussed earlier, 1/3 of the seats are reserved for the women. Okay. Now the members of the block Samiti, they will collectively elect a block chairman or the block pramukh. Now he will be doing regular work. Now if the members of the block Samiti think that he is not doing the work properly, then they will be having the right to remove the pramukh if they are not satisfied. Okay, so as till the time he or she is doing the work properly, they will be on the post of the block chairman or block pramukh. As soon as the members feel that they are not doing it very honestly, then they will be removed. All the powers are there in the hands of the members of block Samiti. Okay, so and here there is an important officer. He or she can be BDO, that is block development officer, and this block development officer is appointed by the state government. Okay, and it acts as the secretary of the Samiti and takes care of the administration. Okay, so as we have seen, there was a secretary in the Gram Panchayat also who will be taking care of the meetings and will be recording the complete proceedings, right? In the same way, this BDO or the block development officer will act as the secretary for the Panchayat Samiti. Okay, now let's have a look on the functions of the Panchayat Samiti. To prepare, execute and coordinate the program of the community development at the block level. So overall development of the community is the first aim or the first function of the Panchayat Samiti. To implement plans for the development of agriculture, distribute seeds, implements and the fertilizer to the farmer so that production through agriculture is maximum. Okay, to help in the development of animal husbandry, that is nothing but cattle rearing, poultry and fishery, and to look after the sanitation, drinking water supply, education and rural health. To promote small scale and cottage industries and coordinate industries and the working of the block development officer and the executive officer. So it will try to coordinate, it will act as a link between all these people and see that all the work is being done properly. Okay, so now as we have seen, just like Gram Panchayat, even block Samiti is having a number of functions to be taken care of. So in the same way, this Just like how Gram Panchayat required money to take care or to carry out those functions, even Panchayat Samiti also require income, right? So what is the source of income for Panchayat Samiti? It is the taxes on lands, properties, cattle, etc., and grants from the government. Okay, so these are the main sources of income for the Panchayat Samiti. So students, this was all about the Panchayat Samiti. So we have seen what is the function here and who are the members and its source of income. Okay, now finally we will move to the main level of the Panchayati Raj. That is nothing but the Zilla Parishad. So Zilla Parishad is the highest body in the Panchayati Raj system. It coordinates the working of the Panchayat Samitis and the in the districts. Okay, all the Panchayat Samitis together it will be handling. Okay, so how many Panchayat Samitis will be there under the Zilla Parishad? It will be having 4 to 10 Panchayat Samitis in each district. Okay, so one Zilla Parishad will be coordinating with the 4 to 10 block Samitis or Panchayat Samitis. Okay, as we said, it provides a very vital link between the village Panchayat, the block Samiti and the state government. Okay, it will be linking all these things together. Okay, it looks after the welfare of the district as a whole. Okay, so now we have seen the village Panchayat, the main aim will be for the the development of the village, block the development of the block, and whereas the Zilla Parishad, it will be aiming at the development and welfare of the district as a whole. Okay, now let's see about the composition. Who all are there in this Zilla Parishad? Okay, all the presidents of all the block samitis in the districts are the members of Zilla Parishad. That means all the sarpanch of all the blocks are the members of the Zilla Parishad. Okay, along with that, as earlier discussed, members of Legislative Assembly, MLA, member of Legislative Council, MLCs, member of Parliament, MPs, okay, chairpersons of the municipal boards, mayors of the municipal corporation are also members of the Zilla Parishad. As we are discussing from the beginning, these seats are reserved for the SC and ST and 1/3 as we know for the women. Okay, now let's have a look on the functions of the Zilla Parishad. It prepares plans for the development of the district based on the report submitted by the block Samiti and the Gram Sabha. Okay, now they cannot make any plan or any project just like that. They need proofs. Suppose the requirements of each and every village and each and every block will differ. Okay, one village or one block they might be facing water problem, other might be facing electricity. So the plan should be in such a way that it is aiming at the development of all the places. All the problems should be solved. Okay, they will be making such plans. It supervises the implementation of the 5-year plans and community development plans at the district level. So whatever the plans are being made, are they implemented properly or not? Or is anybody not doing their work properly? So they will be supervising each and everything personally. Okay. So next, improvement in the agricultural production. That can be done as we have already seen in the functions of the Gram Panchayat and Panchayat Samiti. The distribution of seeds, fertilizers, implements, like whatever the tools which are required in doing the agriculture are also provided. Okay. Along with that, sanitation and health, maintenance of roads and other developmental actions. So all these things will also be maintained by the Zilla Parishad. It distributes the funds allotted to the district by the central and state government among the Panchayat Samitis. Now suppose the state government has given them 1 crore rupees, okay, for the development of the particular district. Now that 1 crore rupees have to be equally divided among all the Panchayat Samitis. Okay, now that Panchayat Samitis will in turn divide it into the Gram Panchayats. Okay, it builds and maintains secondary, vocational and industrial schools in the districts. Okay, secondary schools are nothing but 6 to 10. Vocational. Now vocational schools are something where training will be provided where they can, after completing that course, they can go and take up any job. Okay, mostly training kind of thing will be given to them. Okay, now industrial schools. So in the same way, these are something related to the vocational schools only. So all these things, all the schools are being built and maintained by the Zilla Parishad. Okay. So students, now we have completely discussed about the all three levels of the Panchayati Raj. Okay. Now as we have seen who are among the members, there is a reservation given for the SC, ST and women. Okay. So as we all know, women play an important role in the society. So let's see what is the role of women in the Panchayati Raj. Okay. And Panchayat. Women play an important role in the Panchayati Raj system. Now, in year 1993, one of the important steps taken for the empowerment of women was reservation of 33% seats in Panchayats. Okay, so out of 100%, 33% of the seats are reserved for the women. Okay, and later in 2009, it was increased to 50% by the central government. And we have also seen that there were few states who by themselves only have increased the reservation to 50% in their states. The increasing number of women sarpanch throughout the country depicts the empowerment of women at the village level. So now we can say there are many women sarpanch throughout the country, and they are not just for namesake they are being the sarpanch. They are carrying out, they are performing their jobs very thoroughly, very perfectly. Okay, many of them have taken various steps for the development of their areas. Okay, so we cannot say that women are only good at managing home. They are also good at managing their places. Okay. Now we will be seeing about the first woman sarpanch of the India. She is none other than Chavi Rajawat. Okay, so she is the sarpanch of Soda village, Tonk district in Rajasthan. Okay, and she has completed her MBA, and she is very much determined. She was very much willed that she have to improve the condition of her village, and she did it also. She has aimed to improve her village and provide good facilities like providing good drinking water, improve health services, education, alternate job opportunities, electricities, proper roads, etc., etc., and etc. Okay, so all these things she aimed, and she is trying still to achieve them. So Chavi Rajawat, the first woman sarpanch. Okay, and now we usually see students that if anybody have completed their MBA, they always look for the jobs in many multinational companies. Okay, or they want to go to the other countries and work and earn much. But here we can take such people as inspiration, that they want to do something for their place where they have been born, brought up, and they want it to be developed like other places, the cities and other countries also. So even we should have that willpower, and we should also try to get qualities like Chavi Rajawat. Okay.
Block Samiti. Panchayat at the block level is known as Block Samiti. It acts as a link between the village and district. It works for the development of the block. The Pradhans and the Panchas of the Gram Panchayat in a block elect representatives to the Block Samiti. Besides these, members of the central and state legislative from that block are made associate members of the Block Samiti. They also have representatives from scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and 2 women of the village. All the members elect a chairperson and a vice chairperson to see to the everyday functioning of the Block Samiti. The vice chairperson carries out the work of chairperson in his or her absence. If the members are not satisfied with the working of the chairperson, he or she can be removed through a vote of no confidence. Functions. They provide civic amenities to the people and carry out various developmental activities. They provide experts from different fields like agriculture, medicine, education, animal husbandry, cooperative movement, etc., who render help and create awareness on issues related to their field in rural areas. Sources of income. Main sources of income for Block Samiti are A. Taxes on land, cattle fairs, houses, etc. B. Grants and financial assistance from state government. The Block Samiti plans for the entire block. An administrative unit headed by the Block Development Officer BDO implements this plan. Some of the developmental programs implemented through Block Samitis are A. Rural housing, B. Better roads, C. Rural water supply programs, D. Hygiene and sanitation, E. Self-employment training for women and unemployed youth, F. Promoting cottage industries. Zilla Parishad. It works at the district level. Zilla Parishad is the highest tier of the Panchayati Raj. This is a link between the village and the state legislature. Each district has a Zilla Parishad. Members of Zilla Parishad consist of the chairpersons of Block Samiti in the district, members of the central and state legislature of the district, representatives of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and other backward classes, and some women representatives. The Zilla Parishad elects a president and a vice president from among its members. They can be removed through a vote of no confidence. Zilla Parishad ensures the implementation of the programs under the 5-year plans. Sources of income. Most of its income comes from taxes and financial grants given by state government.
As a conclusion to our chapter, we can say that within the constitutional guidelines, as we have already known that this change as the implementation of Panchayati Raj system have come into working because of the 73rd amendment. Okay, and within the guidelines, all the states have its own laws with regard to the Panchayati Raj, and we can tell very much validly that Panchayati Raj system has been successful in getting democracy to the villages, and it has also focused on developing the people and many facilities in the villages, such like education, sanitation and health facilities. Okay, and it has created a lot of political awareness amongst the people. Okay, and not to forget the main thing, the empowerment of women at the village level. Yes, so now I hope you all have understood this. Now in this lesson we have we have discussed about the local government of rural areas. What are the different officials of different people involved at different levels, and what are the responsibilities to be done, what are the functions, and from where do they get the income to carry out all these functions. Okay, so we have seen all these things, right? And I really hope you all have understood, students, and in the next video we will be back with a new lesson. Till then, students, take care. Bye bye.